more and more signs. This is Dabu7. In these days, we're seeing more and more signs of depression, not recession, here with our economy. And we've just seen one of these indicators off the charts that show that we're in a position that we've not been in and have not seen since the peak of the Great Depression in 1932. So people can say, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Well, per the numbers and per real disposable income, when you look at those charts right now, it's the worst ever. It's second only to the Great Depression, and this is a huge drop. It fell over $1 trillion in 2022. This results in the standard of living rapidly declining out there. We're seeing the dollar get debased. At the same time, they're talking about the all-out death of the petrodollar, openly shifting gears here on this world stage as the almighty dollar is about to fall apart right in front of your eyes. And as this happens, they're going to try to digitize it, making the CBDC, and then they may follow the lead of other countries in terms of the gold, in terms of confiscation, trying to back it and everything else. This is going to open the door for a massive underground barter system. I hope you're ready. These same things happened a long time ago. Those that do not know history are doomed to repeat it, as people were bartering and using underground methods and mechanisms just to get by all throughout the Great Depression and beyond. So here we are with these indicators showing us this is where we sit, and they're projecting it's only going to get worse from here. All the job losses are going to continue to stack up. The dollar's going to continue to erode, and the price of items and food are going to continue to rise as people's paychecks stay right where they're at. Join me on the live streams Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, as I break this down further. And hit that subscribe button for more, y'all. Much love.
The best thing about Chime is being paid up to 2 days early.
Alright. Shalom. Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wahawa Kachodash, Yahweh, which is the one and true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and true name is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I've learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much, as you heard in the video, Dabu7, he stated that we're headed into some hard times. You know, this is what the elders and apostles of Great Millstone have been saying for years. For years, they've been talking about this. All right, the global economic collapse is taking place. The dollar is worth nothing. It's worth nothing. And you got people out here that still chasing money, that still think money is the big thing and money is what it is all about. Well, if you look at the economy, it's not looking good. It ain't ever looked this horrible. There's no value to dollar to oil, dollar to silver, dollar to gold. There's no value anymore. The economy is not looking good. It's not looking good, man. Look at this. There's going to be a lot of people without jobs. There's going to be a lot of increase on food. It's going to be a lot of increase on gas. Right now, it went down a little bit. It went down a couple of dollars. But that shit is going to skyrocket pretty soon. There's a famine that's taking place. There's a famine that's taking place. You know, this is going to bug a lot of people out. And when you women lose your jobs, because it's going to come. You can have a high business. You can have a master's degree. You can have a bachelor's degree. Because that independent shit is going out the window. When that global economic collapse takes place, you're going to be a fucked up being in that time. Yeah, this ain't a woman bashing video, but look at the economy. Yeah, it's green all up here, but look at it. This is bad, man. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. This isn't looking good. Babylon is not looking good. It's not looking good, man. So let's get some precepts out. This is Jeremiah 35 through 7. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So if you a Jake that come across my video, you need to follow Great Millstone Hebrew Israelites. That's the only group you need to follow. Don't be following all these different groups. I said many times before, and I'll say it again, because they're teaching false doctrine. You want to follow Great Millstone Hebrew Israelites, because all these other Hebrew Israelite groups is not teaching the same doctrine as Great Millstone. You got guys going off on the scriptures, and it's getting redundant, it's getting ridiculous. So follow Great Millstone. Jeremiah 30 and 5. It says, "For thus saith the Lord," anytime you see Lord in caps, it's talking about the Heavenly Father Yahweh. "We have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace." Right. We're in a time of fear. There's people in Texas that's literally going into the dumpsters and taking the food and stacking up on food. They're scavenging right now. Yeah, you got people scavenging right now. In Texas, they're grabbing food out of the dumpster and scavenging and taking it home. This has never happened in centuries. This hasn't happened before. It happened in the times past, but it's going into a depression again. The economy is not looking good. And you got people still out here thinking everything is just okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. And you women out there, when this time comes, you have that independent spirit, you're going to be very, 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 very travailing in time of Jacob trouble. Because you're going to have a man to protect you in the time of Jacob trouble. It's not looking good. It's not. Verse 6, "As ye know and see whether a man doeth travail with child." A man doesn't travail with child. A woman does. It says, "Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his lions as a woman in travail," right? And that word travail, it means pain or suffer painful efforts. That's what travailing is. When a woman is going through birth pains, right? She's travailing. When a baby is coming, she's travailing, right? But in this society, we're going through those travails, those birth pains spiritually. Because this place called America is going to fall. Yeah, it's going to fall. It's not, America's not the best country in the world. It's not looking good, man. The economy is messed up. The economy is messed up. It says, "Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his lawns as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." People are feeble and weak. There's 10,000 workers that got let go from Amazon, I think a month or two ago. People got laid off. 10,000 people, man. You got people that's not working. You got people that's even going homeless. People can't even afford to pay their rent anymore. The rent is just skyrocketing. Out here in Vegas, for a 1-bedroom apartment, is fucking $1,100 to $1,200, $1,300 for a fucking 1-bedroom apartment. Apartment's not even all that fucking good looking. Shit is fucking raggedy as fuck. You live in a projects, your fucking rent is $1,300. It's not looking good out here, man. It's not. It's not looking good out here. Apartments in Vegas is skyrocketing. For a fucking 4-bedroom house is $1,700, $1,800. Probably two grand. $2,000, man. It's not looking good. So you're gonna have a lot of distress and anguish coming. Verse 6, it says, "At last, for that day is great," right? "So that none is like it." Look at the economy. All right, you people out there, we're gonna look back at this economy. Look at this economy. There's no value. There's no value. This is not looking good. There's no value, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. All right? It's not looking good for people. People gonna start bugging out. Yeah, you got taxes. That shit ain't gonna fucking do shit once a global economic collapse happens. All them dollar bills you got, all your accounts is gonna get frozen. You're not gonna be able to use because the dollar's gonna collapse. There's no value to the dollar. So what are you gonna do? You can use your fucking Bitcoin. I got Bitcoin. Well, think again. Because when the global economic collapse happens, you think you got all that money in Bitcoin, they're going to freeze your fucking accounts. You're not going to be able to use your fucking Bitcoin. You're not going to be able to use that shit. If they bring in the MOTB, you're not going to be able to use that shit. They're going to freeze your accounts. If you got credit cards, they're going to freeze your accounts. You got debit, they're going to freeze your fucking accounts. And if you got Bitcoin or BitChu or whatever the hell, I think it's called Bitcoin, right? They're going to freeze your accounts until you comply to the system. So this is going to be civil unrest, right? Alice, for that day is great. For there's, it says, so that none is like it is even a time of Jacob trouble. We're coming into Jacob trouble. We're not too far away from Jacob trouble. We're not. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. Who is the he? The elect of the nation of Israel, which we are hoping to be. All right? We're hoping to be that elect, because the elect is going to be delivered. All right? And we're not in Jacob trouble yet, because you got people that say, well, we're already in Jacob trouble. No, the hell we're not. We're not in Jacob trouble. Stop saying that shit. We are not in Jacob trouble yet. And we're not going to be saved before Jacob trouble. We got to go through Jacob trouble first before we can be saved. And let me get that. Yeah, we got to go through Jacob trouble first before we can be saved. Lord isn't just going to come and just save us automatically before Jacob trouble. Then what about all the other prophecies that's in Revelation? All those other prophecies in Revelation has to come to pass. There's no way. We got to go through Jacob trouble first before we can be saved. This is Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, Michael the archangel, that great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, right? And there shall be a time of trouble, because we're coming into Jacob trouble, the global economic collapse, right? Martial law, right? And crime is going to increase. Civil unrest. Sedition is going to come, right? It's going to be uproars all amongst the cities, man. All amongst the world is going to be uproars, man. It says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. So we got to go through Jacob trouble first before we can be saved. It says, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So we got to go through Jacob trouble first before we can be saved. And you Jakes out there that's teaching that we're going to be saved before Jacob trouble, you going off. We got to go through Jacob trouble first before we can be saved. So yeah, this is why you want to build up in your faith. You want to build up in your faith. Because I'm going to get to the main points. This is 2nd Esdras 15:14. It says, woe to the world. And that word woe means warning or destruction. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So warning, that woe means warning or destruction. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. This is going into that sedition. They're going to rise up against this place. Everybody's not going to get that MOTB. The MOTB is the C to the hip. Everybody's not going to get that. Everybody knows what that is. There's going to be a lot of revolting of authority, because that's what sedition means. Verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men. And that word sedition means revolt, rebel against authority. They're not going to comply to the system, because when they make that MOTB mandatory, which is that C to the hip, everybody's not going to comply to that system. People are going to rebel against that. That's going to cause an uproar in the city. Uproar in the cities, man. For there shall be sedition among men, an angry mob. All right? It says, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and their courses of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? Because this place called America, which is Babylon the Great, they're not going to have control over the citizens no more. People are going to rise up against this place. People are going to go up against this place. It's going to go into rebellion. So now they're going to have to send out the military, because 911 is going to go out of business in that time. Ain't going to be no calling 911. Crime is going to increase. And you women out there that had that, I'm independent and I don't need a man, you're going to be trying to seek a man, and a man ain't going to deal with you. Because we tried to. You left us for the truth. You left us to do your own thing, to pleasing to your own flesh. So now you're left out there in the fucking ocean by yourself. Because we're not fucking dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you. You fucked yourself up. Point blank period. Because in that time, men ain't going to give a fuck about you. And you're going to have men out there that's going to try to rape y'all. I'm not saying I'm going to do that. None of the men of the Lord going to do that. But that's the time that we're going to come into. You ain't going to have a man to protect you. And you can do martial arts all you want to. Your martial arts ain't going to do shit to a man that's built like Ivan Drago, that's 6'9", that's worth 300 and something pounds, solid fucking muscle or solid big. Your martial arts ain't gonna do shit to that guy. You're gonna need a man to protect you, and men ain't gonna want to deal with you. You westernized, naive ass women. Because when we tried to, you had, I'm independent and I don't need a man. So now you're out there in the fucking ocean, and that's gonna be on your ass. We're not dealing with y'all, man. Y'all a fucking problem anyway. Yeah, you westernized, wicked ass women are a fucking problem. We're not dealing with y'all no more. This is 2nd Esdras 15:17. It says, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able, because it's going to go into martial law. They're going to have lockdown on the city. They're going to have checkpoints all through the fucking city. They're going to be taking people, putting them on the fucking buses and taking them to the concentration camps. Right? Bushwick is a perfect example. If you ain't never seen that movie, watch that movie. Bushwick is a perfect example. Verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, right? The cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Because the things that everyone is going to see is going to fucking blow their mind. They're going to be thinking they dreaming, and they're going to be thinking they're in GTA 5. Or they playing Saints Row 2. Because they're going to be seeing people getting their fucking head blown off. You're going to be seeing people getting ravaged. You're going to see women getting ravaged. Sex traffic. All that shit is going to take place. And ain't nobody going to be able to protect you in that time. If you don't seek the Lord Yahweh Bashim Ashai, no one's going to be able to protect you in that time. You're going to be fucked up. You could be lifting weights. You could be hitting barbell curls. You could be doing military planks. You could be working out every fucking day. If you don't have Yahweh Bashim Ashai with you, you're going to be a fucked up individual. You don't believe in the Lord. You don't come to the scriptures. You don't pray to the Lord. You don't ask the Lord for forgiveness and come out of the ways of this society. You're going to be a fucked up being in that time. Because this prophecy hasn't came yet, and it's coming. It's coming. It's not looking good, man. This is really not looking good. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Right, your day one homeboy that you trust. Lil Ricky. You trust him so fucking much, that nigga gonna betray you. Because it's gonna be, he gonna have kids, he gonna have a woman, he got kids, he gonna be worried about survival. It's gonna be every man for himself in that time. Your day one homeboys and homegirls are gonna fucking betray y'all niggas, man. That's what's gonna happen. It says, but shall destroy their houses with their sword. Right, they gonna fucking rob you. Your own people. Your own fucking neighbor, your own close homeboy is gonna fucking rob you. Because he gonna be worried about it's gonna be about survival in that time. Every man for himself. That's the type of mindset everybody gonna have in that time. Ain't gonna be no lights, right? Ain't gonna be no electricity, no lights. You're not gonna be able to drive your car. If an EMP attack happens, you're not gonna be able to drive your car. You're not gonna have no cell phone service. You're not gonna be able to have no showers. You ain't gonna be taking a shower no more. You women that's using makeup and always taking showers, you ain't gonna be able to take showers in years. You're gonna be y'all gonna be stinking. You're gonna be smelling horrible. Yeah, this is the time that you guys are coming into. We're all coming into that. You ain't gonna be able to brush your teeth and look all nice on social media. All that shit is gonna go away. All that shit is gonna go away in that time. This is why you women out there, you need a man of the Lord, and you need to repent, and you need to humble your ass down and stop being masculine. Because in the time of Jacob trouble, that masculine shit is going to go away. It's going to go away for you. You can get offended all you want to in this video. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch my video. Don't watch my video. Watch TD Jakes, alright? Watch Craflow Dollar. Watch them fucking bug outs and see where you're going to get to following them. But I'm being honest with you. We got to be honest. We got to tell it like it is. If it fucking bothers your damn spirit, don't watch this video. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their goods with the sword. It says it shall spoil, Salakia. It says, I read from the top, Salakia. 2 Esdras 15:19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation, because there's going to be famine of food. Famine of water, famine of food, famine of the word. This is all the things that are going to happen. People are going to be eating people. It's going to go into cannibalism. That shit is really going to happen. People ain't going to be able to eat. You see people right now digging out of the dumpsters in Texas of the food that they throwing out. People taking the food home. That shit throwing out and they taking the shit home. That's already letting you know what time we coming into, man. We in the last days. We've been in the last days. Isaiah 24:10, it says the city of confusion is broken down. What's the city of confusion? Babylon the Great. Look at the fucking economy. It's broken down. Look at this. It's broken down. $31 trillion in debt. Probably more than that. More than that. $31 trillion in debt. Probably more than that. It's not looking good in America. It's not looking good. Look at the not looking good. This isn't fucking looking good. You know, this is not looking good. And if you believe this place called America is never gonna fall, and you believe everything is gonna be all right, you are deceived, and you need to rewind your fucking brain and really look at reality. This is not the Wizard of Oz. There's really shit going on right now. This is not the Wizard of Oz, right? You ain't gonna be singing no kumbaya. This is no game. This is serious. It says, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. The city of confusion, that's talking about America, which is Babylon the Great confusion. That's America. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in, because that's what's going to happen. All these places is going out of business. All these businesses is going out of business. The cities is going to be locked down. Again, you think the pandemic was fucking bad, just wait until Jacob Trouble come and it's all over the fucking world. The whole fucking world is in total fucking darkness and shut down. Ain't gonna be no getting food, ain't gonna be getting none of that. Ain't gonna be to drive your vehicle, none of that. Verse 11, it says, there is a crying for wine in the streets, all joy is darkened. All joy is darkened. Food prices is going up. For a two rack of eggs, a 2 rack of eggs is like $30-$40. For 18 eggs is $25 right now. That's how high food is rising. It's getting ridiculous. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Verse 12. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And that's what's getting ready to take place. You want to seek the Lord while you still can. The only way to seek the Lord is through his men, who are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. So, hey, man, I want to do a quick hit on that. It's not looking good out here. We don't have much time left. You jakes out there that's still out here living your life like it's golden. You watching these reality shows, Mob Wives, NBA Wives, fucking Love and Hip Hop. You watching bugged out shit. That shit is fucking bugging you out. Because they're not showing you the true picture. You just thinking that everything is alright. This fucking shit is about to collapse. The economy is not looking good right now. That's why they're pushing forth a digital currency. Because once that digital currency is established, you jakes is going to be in worry. You ain't going to be able to get no job once that MOTB is established. Because they're going to hit those jobs, and they're going to have those jobs say for you to keep working for their company, you have to get that MOTB. That's going to be the new currency. So it's not looking good out here, man. So, hey, Lord wonders that's edifying. You need to repent, and you need to follow Great Millstone. We ain't got much time left, man. And if you're a Jake that have not been doing no works, no lessons, you better start doing lessons now, man. Because we don't have much time left. So, Lord wonders that's edifying. Till next time I say, Shalom.